Imagine a world that has been torn apart by discourse from extremists of every kind. Imagine a world that is caked in darkness created by the projected fears of America's most paranoid. Imagine tears running down the faces of all the world's children, knowing that they probably won't last longer than a month. And imagine four wacky friends yelling into their respective microphones, completely ignoring all of that. Hello! Hello, 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 and welcome to another thick, juicy, thin, flavorful, and succulent episode of the Ketema Discussions podcast with me, the Jamie Foxx of podcasting, the Michael B. Jordan of being Michael B. Jordan. That's right, I've been Michael B. Jordan this entire time. It's me, Myles Carter. Hello. And oh God, how are all of you? I hope everyone listening to this is doing just dandy. I hope all of you are doing great, because I am doing indubitably. I'm hoping that is the correct I'm hoping that is the correct adjective. I am doing indubitably. Would you like to know why I'm doing indubitably? Well, a certain demographic of you could probably figure that out by looking at your YouTube screen if you're looking at this on YouTube. That's right, everyone on YouTube can actually see us. This is the first episode of the Ketema Discussions podcast with an associated VOD. You can see us. You can see all of our sexy faces. Look how sexy we are. We are all so goddamn good looking. I can finally grace our voices. When you're just listening to our voices, we probably sound ugly, but nah, we're sexy as hell. That's right.
We're also ugly.
Yes, we are. We are very. Oh God, look at this mug. I just threw this outfit on. Oh man.
All the viewers are clicking off right now.
As you can see, we got a few people from the usual gang. So per usual, I don't know where he is in relation to me on the screen, but we got Ao. Ao, say what's up to the people.
Yo, what's going on? Seeing us live for the first time.
Yay!
Hey, what's going on? Glad everybody listening and watching. Having a good time and good day. Thank you for watching and listening. Hope we have a good pod.
I also do. In concurrence with Ao, we also got, he's on every single episode. He's Jimmy. Jimmy, how you doing?
You guys love me. Hey, yo, everybody.
Now, the people notoriously hate you. And I've noticed that you do that same greeting every single episode. I'm not sure if you're trying to get that over as a thing. Like, get that on the t-shirt or something.
Cool. I think it sounds fun, bro.
I mean, no, I'm sure it does sound fun.
I totally stole it from a YouTuber that I watched like 5 years ago.
I legit just now clocked. I'm like, he's done that every single episode, hasn't he?
I mean, what am I going to say? Hi, how are you? Hey, how are you?
And last but not least, we have the man who, in the canon, I'm gonna keep driving this home, by the way, because it's the only bit of canon I tried to create so much canon for y'all, and it just got really weird. I got so many DMs be like, bro, stop with the canon, it's weird. So I'm gonna hold on to this until I can create more canon. But this man did canonically try to kill me. He made his way into my living quarters, and he allegedly, but definitely it was him, tried to shoot me, but he missed because he's a bad shot. He's bad with a 9. There's Nicholas. Say hello, Nicholas.
Hey guys, I'm chilling right now, so I hope you guys are chilling too.
He might be chilling, but I'm bringing violence. I will be coming for your head this entire podcast. Speaking of today's podcast, y'all know how I normally have like a plan, you know, some weird gimmick, because we are the No Gimmicks podcast. That was the original name of this podcast. There's never really a plan, but I didn't feel like coming up with one today. Also, like, because of transparency, I'm your daddy of content. I want to be completely transparent with each and every one of you. This is our second attempt at this. We tried this once before, but technology is not fun. So this is our second attempt at this. Things seem to be going smoothly right now. We'll see when all of this comes out how good it actually is. But we're just gonna shoot the breeze. Gonna shoot the shit a little bit. We're just gonna have fun as friends, and we're gonna talk a little bit. And I'm gonna start us off because I have something very important to say, if you guys do not mind. I'm gonna tell this story. I've waited to tell this story because I'm very upset about it. So I live in Brooklyn, as all of you know, as some people watching or listening might know. I live in the heart of Brooklyn. I live in Flatbush. It's a very black town, but more importantly, I live in New York City, where there are quite a lot of, critters, mice, rats, cockroaches running around. And mice, rats, and cockroaches are like attracted to places that are low and that are damp. And I live in a basement. The Glizzy Garrison is in a basement, and the Glizzy Garrison is the definition of low and damp. So you best believe we get quite a lot of critters and cockroaches, rats, and stuff. Normally we can deal with them. But for the past couple months, this one specific mouse has been tormenting me and my family. Well, not so much me, more so my father. He has not been able to catch this mouse, and he has wars with all sorts of critters, squirrels, but I'm not going to talk about that. This one specific mouse has been getting the better of him. And I noticed that it was starting to work its way down to my quarters. It was actually scurrying around at night, keeping me up, and I need sleep. I'm up at like 6 a.m. every single morning. I need the sleep. So I had to do something about it. I asked him, hey, would you mind getting me some mouse traps? He was like, okay. I get the mouse traps. I don't put them down for months. I don't put them down. I keep forgetting. I told you, I'm a busy man. I'm up at 6 a.m. You think I can remember to put mouse traps down? And this mouse keeps running rampant, running circles around the man upstairs. Oh boy, he just keeps getting the runaround. Yesterday, I decided, you know what the hey, I'm gonna put a couple mouse traps down, and that mouse showed up immediately. It was so quick. I shit you not. I put the mouse trap down, went to use the bathroom, walked back, boom, there was a mouse. I turned on the light, that nigga started squealing the hell. He was so afraid, and trust me, I was afraid too. I'd never seen something like this up close before. And when I tell you, it was actually the cutest goddamn thing I've ever seen. It was such a cute mouse. I didn't touch it because it's a mouse. I don't know where it's been, but like still, it was so cute. And you know what I named him? No one in this chat knows this, even though I like texted them frantically being like, hey, I finally found the mouse. But I ended up naming him Despero after the tales of Despero. You know, the mouse with the big old ears that could fly. Yeah, I just he was so cute. And I put him in a container I called the rat box because, you know, everyone in New York should have a rat box. It was rat with 2 T's. I'm such a quirky individual. I put him in that box and I didn't want to kill him, so I waited till morning. You know, I got up in the morning. He was still alive. He was still alive. And I checked on him. I was like, you know what? I'll be back later and we'll figure out what to do with you. I was going to take him to a park and just release him into the wild so that he, one, does not come back into my quarters because then I will be forced to kill him. And also just because it's more humane that way. I don't want to kill him. I get a text at roughly about 12 o'clock from my father, who, remind you, has been fighting against this mouse for quite some time. He goes, I killed the mouse. So I'm like, you what? That mouse was legit. It was just trying to make its way in the big city, just like me. That mouse was just like me. We're both just trying to make a life for ourselves. It was so cute. But that mouse was literally just trying to make its name in the Big Apple. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. It was small rat, big farm or whatever. And now that rat is dead. The mouse is dead. I'm quite upset about it. So yeah, just the main point that I'm making by this story is that I will be having a memorial for poor Despero, Rip Despero, whenever he was born. I can't imagine he was more than a year old. He was very
Probably
small.
a few months old.
How did he die, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know. I refuse. I don't want to
I bet you
know.
he stepped on it. I bet you he stepped on it.
Yeah, he probably stepped on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Just lined it up.
My father obviously knew where my rat box was. God damn it.
It's like a rated R version of Ratatouille.
Damn. Except that rat couldn't
He
cook.
just killed a mouse.
We don't know if he could have
You
cooked.
don't know exactly.
Yes.
No.
There were so many adventures we could have had, but no,
Yeah,
it's over.
You definitely should have put him in your hat. You should have got a hat and put him in your
You
hat.
should have put him in your hat.
I should
put him in your hat.
I should have brought him to classes with me. Imagine the
that's so
adventures.
weird.
Imagine.
Oh, bro, that's what's that movie with the kid carries? Oh, Stuart Little, bro. You
Yep.
could be like a little Stuart Little.
You know how many biddies you would have got off that?
Bro, you have no
the
idea.
mouse would have gotten. The mouse would have gotten them.
Yeah,
not
actually,
him.
the mouse would have got the biddies. You would have just been a wingman for the
He would
mouse.
have been the side piece.
I already have trouble like talking to people and making friends. Imagine how hard it would be to make friends when everybody calling me rat boy, bro.
Yeah, no. If I'm seeing someone in class carrying a mouse, bro, I'm laughing in his face.
Oh
No,
God.
like, that's bad.
Yeah. So that's the story I wanted to tell because that's my content for the day. I am very distraught. So if I seem sad, I'm gonna need cheering up. I might just spontaneously break into tears because poor Despero has been slain. Ah, damn it. Yeah, but other than that, how are y'all doing?
I've been fine. You know, doing my thing, vibing out.
What is your thing?
What is your thing? What do you do actually?
Yo, we got him on the hot seat right now.
Now I gotta be on a hot seat. I guess I'll be door dashing, working.
Oh,
nice,
chilling.
nice.
Yeah, it's chilling. It's pretty chill.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
What are some weird orders you got?
Some weird orders. Okay, let me think of some weird DoorDash orders.
While you're doing that, I do want to say that I've seen a lot of DoorDash advertisements on the TikTok and on social media recently, and it
Yeah.
seems like they're starting to go down the forex route of like trying to get, hey, do you want financial freedom? Hey, you should
Financial
sign up
freedom.
for
Pretty
DoorDash.
much.
Just a
That's
lot
pretty much.
less
Is
aggressive.
So
DoorDash
basically,
financial freedom?
I guess it's like you pick your own hours, you do what you want. So it's like depending on how much you work is how much
Hmm.
you make. So it's like,
That's the same thing the forex people say. It's
and
like
it's
you
like,
gotta want it.
yeah, real talk. And it's like my town isn't that like that hot when it comes to DoorDash, so I have to like travel upward to go where it is busy to get like better orders and like better tips and stuff like that. So, you know,
Yeah, I
just
remember. I remember me and podcast regular Roxas Swift, who sadly isn't with us, the dolt. I hope you're watching this, dolt, dork.
Yeah.
But
It.
him
Go
and
ahead.
I,
Go ahead.
him and I would go. I went DoorDash driving, or he did Grubhub, and I remember he hated like delivering to like our hometown because they don't tip. It's mostly
Nope.
like we. I know I don't tip, man. The
You're part of the
least
problem.
there's no problem. You have a job. I don't. I can't afford
what
to
do you
give you that
mean though?
money.
They going out their way to get your food.
You tip me like
Lazy ass
I
food.
mean, let's talk about tipping real quick. Like, come on, you got to tip, bro. Like,
Okay.
you tip your barber, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's
um
customary.
You
You
tip a
got to.
barber?
are you
that
supposed to tip a
depends.
barber
That depends. But
I'm
what do
with
you
Miles
think?
on this one.
What do you think a valid tip is for a DoorDasher?
for a
Five
DoorDash?
bucks.
It depends on how much
$5.
food. It depends on how much food, how far away the order is,
Oh, we got
or
a $2 tipper here.
and also like, well, of course you wouldn't know because you tip through the app, so you don't know how fast they're gonna get it to you. But like, I know there's this one guy near where I am. His name is Muhammad. He always be getting my food to me like quickly, quickly. He was the guy. He was the guy that, remember I told you all that story. I'm not sure if I told it on this podcast before, but it was the guy that like I ordered Wendy's, and that man ran from the Wendy's, which isn't close to where I am, by the way. He ran my food to me from the Wendy's. That man was sprinting. He got here in less than 5 minutes in what should have been a 20-minute walk. Like that man was zooming.
Oh,
Gotta
so
work for
how
that
much
tip.
you tip them, bro?
Yeah, how much
Well,
tip?
I tipped him.
Nothing, bro.
I
Thank you, but thank you
How
for
much
the
tip?
food.
How much tip is for running to your crib? How much you tip that man?
He's waiting there at the door for a tip. Miles is just like, have a nice night.
I tipped through the app. I tipped like $2 through the app. If I knew that he was gonna be, if I knew he was gonna be Usain Bolting my shit back and forth, then I would have tipped him more. But I had no idea. Now, if I see his name, I'm like, okay, I know I need to tip him more because this man's gonna.
I'm gonna tip him $2.69.
No, reality. How do you feel if you get a DoorDash order and you see that they are on foot? Like, how do you feel? Like, what do you do?
I,
I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical as hell.
See how
yeah,
fast they make it. See
maybe,
if they run the whole
maybe,
way.
maybe in the city it's different because it's a lot closer. But like where I am, bro, no. If someone got it on foot, I'm like, get off the app, man. Stop doing it.
The strange thing about DoorDash in the city is that most of the people are on bikes instead of like cars, and especially like where I am. Nick probably knows this because he's traveled over here before. But like parking over here is quite the ordeal. So like, if I see someone that's on foot, then that means that they've not only become like super frustrated with like parking with a car, but they've also become frustrated with like bike lanes and shit. And I kind of respect it. To mess with them, I might like text them like while they're halfway here, like faster, like just to see what happens. But like I will respect it. If you're booking my food to me, I will respect the hell out of you. I won't tip you any more than I've already tipped you because that's ludicrous. But I will respect the hell. Maybe I'll give you a fist bump. That's my tip. You're welcome.
Yeah, fair.
This dude's like the anti Mr. Beast. Instead of tipping $10,000, he'll tip like $1.
I don't understand where that guy gets all that money. Regardless,
He sold his soul, man.
He was
Disney owns him
counting.
now.
He was counting numbers for a long time and got rich, literally.
I need
That's
someone
how
to
he got
give.
paid.
I need so. Are you like being serious? Because I need someone to give
I'm-
me an actual answer.
I'm so for real. Mr.
That's
Beast
how he got
big
famous.
by counting to like very high numbers. Like he just
Yeah.
stream himself counting very high, or like saying a word over and over again, and then
Yeah, that's
cetera,
how he
et
got his
cetera.
views, which
And
got
then
him
and
money.
then once he got the views and all the money from that, he just transitioned over to money, Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Sponsor Mr. Beast.
It's
Flip
one of
all
those
the money
things.
he makes, gives it away from video. All the money he gives away, he gets it back like 10 times fold because of all the sponsors and et cetera, et cetera. So
So you
It's a good
mean
come
to
up for
tell
him.
me,
But yeah,
as
go
a
ahead.
budding content creator, I could get on to the street, I could get in front of a camera and I could just say top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning for
That would
hours
Yeah.
and then
probably
Yeah,
be
so like
become
fire.
it's one of those
famous.
things though. It's one of those
A
things that
million, a million times.
because he did it and it worked, it can't be done again.
It can't be
You
done
don't
again.
understand what I mean by that? Like
I
once
feel
he's
like
done
I
it,
feel
it's
like
done.
that
Like you
too.
can't do it again.
I mean, I feel like you could get some milk off that idea that you're saying, but
Or you can get
that'd
some
be
sips off of
crazy.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Imagine it's just hours of me top of the morning, top of the morning, top of
Like
the morning.
goodness, that'd be crazy.
Like he got really famous in like
Rick and
2017 because
Morty.
he watched
Rick and
It's Every
Morty.
Day, Bro by Jake Paul for 10 hours straight. Back when like everyone was hating on that, so he watched that and he got like a shit ton of views.
Yep.
I don't
That's
even do that anymore though.
insane.
Like that method won't work anymore. I don't
Mm-mm.
think.
All I know, it's like I see his videos, and like when I think about content like contrivedness, it's like people like him really confuse me because I never know if what they're doing is actually legit, which is like the plight of the internet, right? Like you could
Mhm.
watch. I'm not sure if y'all could hear it. Sorry, but I'm not. It's like it's the plight of the internet. You never know if what you're looking at is an actual person with actual thoughts saying things that they actually mean. It's one of the things like woke culture to me is like really like backwards because people are going to these people on TikTok and YouTube for like news and opinions on pop culture and like who should be canceled and like social justice and all that stuff.
Mhm.
But then no one can actually verify if they actually mean things they say. Like this is I feel like I'm going off on a tangent here, but this is something I genuinely believe. If I look at someone on TikTok that's talking about something that's a little bit on the problematic side, but they say, "Hey, I'm talking about this and bring awareness to this because I need to bring awareness to this. You guys need to know about this." But here's something that y'all need to know. Bringing awareness is just a very clever way of saying getting likes and views.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree with that. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
the
Milking the subject always.
it's the exact same thing. So it's like I'm hard pressed. I come up with my own opinions. I do my own research, blah blah blah, whatever. But like the internet is a really weird place. So when it comes to Mr. Beast, I look at his videos and I look, oh, sit in the circle for 3 hours and get $10,000, and
He
like
does
people,
give the money though.
yeah, I'm sure he does give the money, but I'm wondering how anyone fails that. Like you're sitting in the circle and you're like, I don't want $10,000 anymore. It just
So
rolls out of
Okay,
it.
but
That's
like if
okay, let
you're
me
silly.
break it down.
bro,
Can I
yeah,
break it
yeah,
down?
go
Let me
ahead.
break it
Yeah,
down to you. So like,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you've ever watched a Mr. Beast video, it's not. They always do some weird wonky stuff like challenges inside the video. So it's not just actually people sitting in a circle for like the whole video. They do like, oh, we make the circle smaller, etc. You have to do this for extra money, etc., etc. It's like extra incentives to get people to keep doing what they're doing inside the video.
Oh
So
yeah.
basically that's how Mr. Beast keeps all these people keep coming back. And he says if you're a
But yeah.
subscriber, you can be in these videos. That's
I
how he
think that's
gets
bullshit. I think that part is
very,
bullshit though. I think
very
that part is
captivating.
bullshit.
Very
That is very.
captivating.
He's like,
He says
oh,
in
I
every
include
video.
subscribers. I think he includes subscribers in his videos, but I think those subscribers are like handpicked subs that are near him, that are cool. Like if you're like a dude on your couch who's like 35 years old watching a Mr. Beast video covered in like Cheeto dust, you're not gonna be in a video. Like I'm sorry, man. If you're like a 25-year-old dude who's pretty chill, you live like in an hour of him,
Mm-hmm.
your chances are probably way better. But also, like, if you're in that Mr. Beast crew and you're sitting in the circle and you're like, Myles, like, how do you just not stay in a circle and not win $10,000? I feel like I could pass on this. I'll win $20,000 next week sitting in some slime for like 10 hours. Like, he just gives them all money. Like, he gives it, like, they had a video and it's like, yo, if you win Fall Guys, I'll give you $10,000.
Yep.
And they
It'd be
won
like-
Fall
It
Guys.
works.
Yeah.
It's just small
works.
stuff.
It's just, yeah, I don't
Because he
know.
has so much to give away. It's weird.
There was a Mr. Beast guy, like OG Mr. Beast crew, because not even OG, but like a couple of years ago, he would use the Mr. Beast money to buy and sell drugs, and they found out and they kicked him off the squad. His name was Marcus.
Oof. I didn't even know about that. That's funny.
Yeah, he was kind of booted,
Damn.
but he was making his money into more money.
He was-
Can
he
you
was
can you blame him?
respectfully
That's an entrepreneur. That's an American entrepreneur.
The brick.
The American dream.
You know, if there's
That's the American
anything,
dream.
if there's anything that like makes me doubt it, it's like the fact that there are a whole bunch of like not even there's actually not even a lot of YouTubers that do exactly what Mr. Beast does, or at least not to the level I've seen them. The only other person that I see do it is David Dobrik, and he just be giving stuff to his friends. And I mean, as much as I would like to talk about that whole controversy, it's been beaten to death. Honestly, if you tried to cancel him, I could have told you that wasn't going to work. It's the same reason. It's the same reason why Donald Trump became president. Sorry, political whatever, but like it's the same reason why Donald Trump became president. It's the same reason why R. Kelly for a very long time was not going to go to jail. They're too popular amongst insane people. They're too popular amongst people that definitely don't have your best interest in mind. So why wouldn't they just do whatever they want? And R. Kelly, I actually just did find out today that he did get found guilty on 11 counts of sexual assault. He'll be out within the week. He'll be out of. Nah, he's gonna get his bail $3 billion. Doesn't matter. He has fans.
And his fans will raise it. There'll be a GoFundMe. We need to get this man out.
You gotta understand. That's the funny thing that you saying that, because I can believe some R. Kelly fans will like dead rally together and like GoFundMe him. And if they get him out of prison, they want a concert type beat. Like, and that's kind of scary to think.
The people that donate to the GoFundMe will get like tickets to that private concert.
Yeah, like it's scary, bro. It's scary to think like that because people do have that much power and influence.
R. Kelly, he's a terrible, terrible, terrible man, but he's a terrible, terrible, terrible man with vocal cords like butter.
Yeah, it's really sad to say. Like, I can't, like, you can't hate on his songs. Like aside from his person, he's
we got
terrible.
Some R. Kelly stands here.
Go to hell. He could go to hell, but his music, good.
Separating art from the artist is one thing. I mean, that man did actively use his money and talent to, like, you know, groom underage girls, which is awful. But he used his talent also to make just fantastic. Have you ever heard "Trapped in the Closet"? Jesus.
Yeah. Have you ever heard "I Believe I Can Fly"?
Jesus,
no, like, real
Christ.
Talk.
I think I've heard that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you've heard "I Believe I Can Fly" because, like,
definitely.
Come on now. It's like, it's crazy. It's R. Kelly, but it's like, it's R. Kelly.
You think we could get him to sponsor us?
No. Okay, yeah. This is the point where I need to say this. This is the point, because I figured we were going to get to this point. Just so everyone is clear. Just so everyone is clear, we do not, and nor will we ever support R. Kelly. We were just speaking the facts. You guys
sounded like you did.
No. That's not what we were saying. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
What do you think, Nick? What's going on here? These guys
Nick, you better stay quiet. We do not support R. Kelly. We're just speaking the facts. Terrible person. Fantastic. It's like the same thing. Actually, I'm not going to mention Michael Jackson. Let's move on to anner topic. I'm gonna go completely 180 because this is already going to a place I'm not sure if I like. As I said earlier, we tried doing this before, but it didn't go so well. Technological stuff. But what we did talk about was the fact, because there was a Nintendo Direct for any video game fans, and of course we're not going to linger too long on it because we have someone on the chat that plays PC games. But we are going to talk about how Super Smash Brothers for the Nintendo whatever, the ultimate one, the latest one, the one with all the DLC and the fun character, and Pac-Man's in the game now. Yeah, the final character in that game is going to be revealed on October 5th. And while this seems like it's just nerd shit, it's actually a pretty big thing, because this is kind of the end of an era. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate or Super Smash Brothers in general has been through quite a lot over the past year with a speaking out movement, everyone turning out to be pedophiles. Jesus Christ, guys!
It's crazy.
Like, keep your hands to yourself. Like, and it is a children's game, so I'm not sure why anyone was surprised. But Jesus Christ, like, when it all came out, oh God, the game has been through quite a lot, and it's kind of crazy to think that this is like the last character that's going to come out for this game, because there's only a new Smash Bros. Game that comes out every 6-7 years.
Yeah, every blue moon, basically.
Yeah, so we're not going to get a new Smash Brothers game until. If ever, until like at least 2027 or something.
And
so
they squeezing him and Sakurai dry for another game.
Masahiro Sakurai is a real legend for just putting up with these people. They put up with him putting Minecraft Steve in the game.
That was the best choice.
He did it.
He
So
did.
like,
No one thought
do
it
what
could
he
be
said.
done.
Don't ask him. Don't ask him from shit. It's
So-
like
Please the fan.
That being said, I ask each and every one of you, who do you think is going to be the last character in the game? I will go last. Nicholas, why don't you tell us what you think?
Ooh, put me on the spot. You know
Yes.
what? I've been saying this for a while now, but I'm still rooting for Crash, man.
Mm.
Crash Bandicoot.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. That's a solid pick. I feel like that's probably the route that would be the most that would make the most sense if they went Crash. Because if they put Banjo in, they might as well put Crash. Same caliber to me. And a new Crash game just came out this year. Like,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
yeah, it makes sense. What about you, Air? What you thinking?
all right. So listen, y'all calling me crazy. So
He's about
now
to say
my
Jonesy.
my theory has just been confirmed kind of harder now. Because guess what they just put into the eShop?
No way.
Dragon Ball Z.
I hate you.
Goku, Kakarot. Guess what they just put in
No,
that
no,
shop?
no,
They
no.
put
Disqualified.
Goku in the eShop. And you know what that means? Goku in the eShop.
They're not
That
putting
means
them.
Goku in fucking Smash.
They're
That's what
not.
that
They're
means.
not. They're not putting Goku in
Goku's not
Smash,
coming
yo.
in
But no,
Smash,
no.
bro. You
If-
smiling because you know it's not happening.
Ketema
if it's-
discussions.
If they do put Goku in Smash, I will cry real man tears. But they do gotta put a PlayStation rep in there. Like I'm gonna go back to my like closer to home guess. Like Nathan Uncharted. Anybody?
I would
you
agree
know-
with you. I would agree with you if PlayStation didn't already have their own fighting game.
Don't they guys? Yeah, they got Street Fighter.
Well, also they have PlayStation All Stars. Like that is literally Smash Bros. But for PlayStation, and that game was sick too. I will give them their flowers. That game was actually sick.
That's kind of cool.
But I'm not so sure. That is a bold pick. Both of those picks are bold picks. Goku ain't making it. This ain't Smash Flash 2.
Bro.
Jimmy, what do you think?
Win it.
Well, I don't play the game, so I don't even know who's in it or not. But I think a really cool addition. You talk about the last character they'll ever add. They should add the option to put your me in as a character. I think that'd be pretty cool.
All right. So, Jimmy, you'll be very surprised to know that is already
Start
a
in a
thing
game?
that you could do. Yes,
That's
there are
pretty
actually
cool. That's
you
pretty
you
cool.
could actually have three. There's me brawler, me sword fighter, and me gunner. Yeah. Me with a
Alright, well-
gun, me with a sword, and me with fists.
If that, I think they should add. Well, if I gotta say something else now. I think they should probably add like Among Us imposters would be pretty cool.
Funny, you know what? I will actually give that to you because while that would probably make a lot of like the diehard gamer fans on the Twitterverse very upset, that would probably be a big money play. A big
Yeah.
that would imagine
Every
the press.
8-year-old.
Imagine the
It
press
not
that
even
Smash
finished.
like Minecraft Steve already did so much for Smash Bros. Imposters, like, of course, it's not as popular, but it was one of the biggest games of the past year. And to have a character that sort of encapsulates the last terrible year in Smash Bros, I feel like that would be sick. However, no. No.
You never know. You never
Among
know.
Us. Among Us, sus Among Us.
Among Us.
I mean, if they add them into the game, right, we're just gonna replay this podcast clip to you guys.
I'm gonna
No?
cry. Like Jimmy, I'm gonna cry. Like
Oh,
dead
boy.
gonna cry.
Yeah,
Cry either way.
I definitely
We'll see.
Crap Among Us.
like. I'll be like, I won't be if it happens. I won't be mad, but I definitely won't be happy either. Like,
I'm definitely catching my reaction live. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
like Goku, even Nathan Uncharted and Master Chief, Phoenix Wright. I did mention, maybe I didn't, but like Phoenix Wright would be a great addition to this game. Maybe even Professor Layton. I think last time we did this, I think someone mentioned Professor Layton. Professor
I
Layton would be,
mentioned Professor Layton.
but they're not making any more Professor Layton games, so that's not
They
gonna happen.
should. I would
You
buy
think
a new
Phoenix
Professor
Wright-
Layton game.
I also
You think-
would.
You think a Phoenix Wright gonna make it out of MVC3 and make it into Smash?
Ah,
That's
that's-
the only other game he's in.
I understand, but God, Phoenix Wright is such a cool character, and his character in Marvel vs. Capcom is also so cool. They did such
Very
a good job making
Very
that character. So like
Very
it would be so cool if Phoenix Wright could, and they just made a new Ace Attorney game. But my pick for who I believe is going to be, I would say Crash. I would say I have two picks. One that's like my heart, and one that's like my head. So the one that is my heart is our dear short big pantsed boy from Kingdom Hearts. It's Sora. it would be really, really sick. It would honestly make all of my dreams come true if Sora came in Smash, because that's probably more Super Smash Flash 2 than Goku
Yeah.
would be.
Yeah,
That
real talk.
that
Actually,
but that would be so sick. They just put like a weird Disney Magical Kingdom game on the Switch, so that leads me to believe that Disney might be a little bit it might be a
Real
little bit
cryptic.
looser with their IPs than we think,
Please.
because that's the only reason why
Please.
Sora wouldn't be. But like, I think that could happen. That's my heart. What my head says is that by the way, just letting y'all know, we're not getting another Fire Emblem rep. We're not doing it. It's not happening. No more sword characters. I'm tired of it. I'm
Ooh.
tired of getting edge guarded by sword characters. It's terrible.
Sora could just use his Keyblade.
Yeah, he is a sword character.
Oh,
He's gonna be
yeah,
a
yeah.
Keyblade character.
No. He's not a sword. He's a brawler. He's a heavy. But where my head is going, I think it makes sense with this being sort of like a year of resurgence within the world of Pokemon. Like Pokemon having the remakes coming out, what is Brilliant Diamond,
Pokemon
Shining
game.
Pearl, whatever they're called. Pokemon Arceus coming out. You know, past few years, just look at how popular Pokemon has been. We already got like what
Yeah.
what were the new Pokemon characters that just came to Ultimate? It was Incineroar. It was
So,
what was the other one? Well, Pokemon Trainer came back, but that was already in the game.
mhm.
What was the other one?
Pichu came back.
Pichu also came back.
Pichu.
But like there are obviously so many Pokemon in the game, but like it would make sense if there was a new gen Pokemon to make it in.
You know, I would like a Pokemon, but only if it's as cool as Mewtwo. I need a legendary Pokemon. I don't need no basic
Ooh,
Pokemon.
No,
legendary.
I disagree.
Nah,
I-
bro. I need somebody
I think
cool,
putting like
bro.
a Psyduck
I
in or like a
understand-
Poliwag would be epic.
I understand like
Most
the
of the-
Pokemon they're cool, but they little, bro. I need somebody like,
Most of the
I need another
legendaries are already in the game, bro.
I know that, but like I need a give me like Blaziken. He not a
but-
legendary, but like, you know what I mean?
Hear me out,
Somebody who,
hear me out,
Oh.
bro. Hear me out. Cause like Pokemon Unite just came out like a few months ago. We play some. The game is strangely fun. It's literally just Pokemon League of Legends for those of you that play League of Legends. And if you do play League of Legends and you listen to this podcast, stop
Yeah, get
listening
off
now.
the podcast
Never
right now.
listen to
No.
another episode. I don't need your
Nah.
patronage. No, thank
off.
you.
know,
Yeah. If your name is Kyle, yeah, I know you play League of Legends. Stop lying to me. Stop watching this. Go to sleep. Do your. But
What's the rating for this podcast? Is this mature audiences?
yeah. Everyone
All right,
above
so he's got to get out. Yeah.
everyone above the age of 17 can listen. If you're below, you got to get your parents' permission. Nonetheless, so Pokemon Unite just came out, and there's something about that game that I really like, and it's the fact I'm not sure if this is actually a thing from League of Legends, but it's the fact that the better you do, the more you fight, your Pokemon evolves and gets stronger and gets better moves, and you can do your special or your ult, and it's really cool. Imagine if they put Cinderace, who was also in Pokemon Unite, into Smash and had him evolve. The better he does in it, like, or the higher percent that he gets, he actually evolves. So he goes from Score Bunny to eventually Cinderace. I think that would be sick as hell. I mean, it would almost immediately mean that he is free at the beginning of matches.
yeah.
But like, I still think that would be innovative because that's not something they've done with other Pokemon before.
Right.
Cinderace is a really cool Pokemon. I remember when Cinderace was announced for what Pokemon that was Sun and Moon, right? Am I tripping?
It was Shield. What's it called?
Yours was Shield and Sword.
Sword and
yeah.
Shield. So yeah,
Yeah.
I remember when he came out, people were so excited for this Fire Bunny. Like it's a beloved character. I think it could work out really well. So that's where my head's going, but my heart still really wants Sora. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Sora's got to be in
We
the
all
game.
want Sora. Everyone
Here's
wants
my
Sora.
prediction. Everyone's gonna be disappointed. I don't think any of you guys are gonna be.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
I feel like it's just gonna be something that no one guessed.
It's gonna be crazy.
It's
If
gonna
that's the
be
case, I'm gonna cry.
it's gonna be Jonesy. It's gonna be Jonesy,
Watch,
isn't it?
watch,
It's gonna
watch
be
it be-
Wow,
it's
that'd
gonna
be
be
awesome.
it's gonna
Watch
be
it be
Fortnite
Frisk from
Jonesy.
Undertale. Watch it be Frisk from Undertale.
Don't joke with me. That would be so sick. Are you not an Undertale fan? Have any of you played
No,
Undertale? I know
I
Nicholas
love
probably
Undertale.
has.
Love
I played a
Undertale.
little bit. I listened to the soundtrack more.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
you
'cause
understand? They
Toby
did
Fox.
put Sans as a costume into Smash.
did.
Sans, like
They did. That
Undertale
was the whole
X
thing.
Smash is a thing.
The only
I wouldn't be
problem
surprised.
the only problem is that Sans actually has a feasible move set in the game. So if he were a playable character or if he was like an original character, like an IP character in the game, I would understand because Sans actually attacks you in the game. But Frisk, literally the point of Undertale, or at least if you do the pacifist run, I don't do the genocide runs. I don't like being mean. I like being
I'm a
nice.
bad guy. kill everything.
Terrible. I like being nice. So yeah, if all Frisk does or all main character Undertale boy does is avoid other people's attacks. So I don't think he would be a feasible character for the game unless he just like has all counter. Imagine that shit.
You say that, but he made Steve a character. Like,
But Steve actually uses weapons and shit. Well, Frisk
Okay.
does too, but like what got you
I can do anything.
what got you
I'm-
into Undertale? Was it the fact that you could, was it like I made an RPG, you go around killing monsters, or was it, hey, there's this game that has different endings based off of how many enemies you kill. If you decide to kill none, that's a pacifist run. That's really cool. I love games with multiple endings like that. That's what, so if that's like the main selling point of a game, I don't think that putting him in Smash would like, I just don't think it would work.
They didn't say Steve was gonna work. They didn't say Ridley was gonna work. It's a lot of
Yeah,
things.
they did say it. They did say Ridley
It's a
was too
lot
big.
of things, bruh.
They did say
What
Ridley
I'm
was too
saying.
big, and that man is in the game as big as he
Sakurai
is.
can do anything. I promise you. He can do anything if
man.
you give him enough time.
Bro, imagine Bloons Tower Defense monkeys.
Like,
Yo.
really, he can do anything. I really believe that.
Oh, you know what?
Like after seeing Steve, he can do it.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of, it's like, but Jimmy, you could actually have a say on this because you will be getting the game with us. I don't care what you say because it's crossplay.
Oh, what game is it?
Ooh.
Also,
I know he's
also,
going at.
also on October
I'm listening
5th
now.
is the death of Smash Bros, meaning the birth of Nickelodeon All Stars. That's right, Nickelodeon Smash. Imagine you could play Super Smash Bros Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch, but not on the Nintendo Switch, and with your favorite Nickelodeon characters. I'm not paid to say this. I'm
Wait,
genuinely
are you
so
serious?
yes, I'm genuinely
Yeah.
so excited for this game, and it's crossplay,
Cross-platform.
so you can legitimately wait. Is it crossplay? Is it only for
I
console?
hope so. Oh
Mm-mm.
shit.
If it's
Let me tell
for
you something.
ooh,
I was watching gameplay on that stuff, bro.
it's crazy.
Cat Dog OD.
It's
Cat Dog OD.
it's so
No.
wild.
Yeah, he
I wanna
was
try Cat Dog.
moving.
I wanna
No,
try
that
Cat
boy,
Dog.
he was like Cat Dog. Like this is stage. Cat Dog.
Yeah.
Like it was bad. It was bad. I'm kind of scared. Like if everybody
like-
get too good at that game, I'm kind of be scared, bro.
Wait. Question.
Yeah.
So could I play as like? Is it only like cartoons, or could I play as like Miranda
It's
Cosgrove from
Nickelodeon
iCarly?
characters, Jimmy.
All right. Well,
Nickelodeon
it's
characters.
it is Nickelodeon cartoons.
Oh, it's cartoons. Oh, it's so
However,
cool if you could play like.
It would be
live action.
so cool if you could play
So
as
fun.
Miranda Cosgrove. That would be
You could
so
play as
funny.
iCarly.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Imagine iCarly as like a Pokemon trainer type thing. I
You can switch
ooh,
them out.
She actually
Switch
looks
him
like
out.
one though. Like she kind of looks like a Pokemon trainer.
Michael
what's his
Jackson
name?
in
Freddy.
Smash. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
That's a fun. That's like a terrible meme to be like associated with. You look exactly like Michael Jackson. It's like
That's so
What?
bad. Why do they do her like that?
So,
you're
so
so
bad.
dirty with
That's
that, bro.
so bad. That's so
I've
bad.
seen a video of a fan walking up to her, like actually walking up to her and be like, "Oh my
Yo,
God, Michael
I
Jackson!"
thought you died 10 years ago.
She said he to her face. It was bad.
Right.
They don't look that. They look similar, but they don't look like that alike. Like the joke kind of got dragged to the point where it's just like
My
so funny.
goodness.
It just sucks to be her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right.
I don't
Well,
think there's any character that can look like Michael Jackson.
that guy from Doom. Yeah. But on that note, I think it's about time that we take a little break. So yeah, we're gonna go to a quick commercial, maybe. I don't know. Sorry people, I've never done this before, so I'm working on the transitions. They'll get better. We'll do this a couple more times. Hey there, Nicholas. I'm gonna need you to answer a question for me real quick. So, your cooking is generally disgusting and stupid, and you're a little piss baby in the kitchen, right?
So that was a lot right there. I'm not gonna
Answer the
agree nor
question, Nicholas.
disagree.
Answer the
I'm not
question,
gonna
Nicholas.
agree nor disagree. I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Well, the answer is obvious. Nick, Ayo, what do you think about Nick's cooking?
I mean, it was alright. That one time I had his cooking, he could have used a little bit more seasoning, but
See, Nicholas Ayo is being very nice to you because he knows that you're a little piss baby in the kitchen, a little crybaby piss baby. Jimmy, what do you think about Nick's cooking in the kitchen?
Can't say anything because I haven't tried it.
Oh, dang, you guys are the worst. Well, basically, the point that I'm making is that his food is bad, but I actually have something that can help you. Have you ever heard of. Have you ever heard of Sea Smart Cooking?
I have
Oh.
not. Can you please tell me about it on our podcast?
Well, Sea Smart Cooking is a company that has been founded by a very nice lady. Her name is Cecilia Carter. Don't read too far into
Any
that.
relation with the last name?
I refuse to just to dispel any nepotism claim. Yeah, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. But yes, she has started this company that creates a line of seasonings and a line of condiments and stuff to help people spice up their cooking. And I should know, I've tried this stuff. It's fantastic. She has this all-purpose seasoning made with a collection of herbs and spices that really. Oh my God! I tried it. I tried it. I tried in my oxtail. I make oxtail every now and then. I tried it in my oxtail. It really like my oxtail is already like beefing. That is really good. But like with the seasoning, oh my God! It just takes it to another level. She also has a brand of hot sauce, pepper sauce. Oh, it's pure Guyanese pepper sauce, and it is so good. I actually got a shipment coming in this weekend. This is the weekend of the first weekend in October. It's coming in. I am so excited to get it because it's so good. Even I wish we could have like testimonials here, but like regular one of our regular guests, Roxas Swift, who once again ain't here. Bum, dope, dork. I hope you're watching. I'm pretty sure either him or his family also like gets shipments of this stuff. It's really good stuff, and I think it could help you because you're such a terrible cook. You're such a terrible cook. Oh, so bad, so terrible.
Have you tried his?
Have I tried his cooking? I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
But like for the sake of the ad, I plead the fifth. But but yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say is if you ever need any help in the kitchen, if you need something to really spice up your life, you should hit up Sea Smart Cooking. You should get some seasoning. If you need to hit her up, she's a relatively new company. In exchange for this advertisement, instead of giving me actual money, she gave me a stake in the company. So now I'm the head of merchandising. She doesn't have many staff. So I am solely advertising this company. So that's what I'm saying. She doesn't have an Instagram page yet. It will come soon. This isn't the last time I'm going to be advertising this stuff. In fact, I might even product placement later in the episode. I might just mention it randomly at some point. So like, yeah, but if hit me up, go to @Ketema_productions on Instagram. Go to @Myles_, yeah. Go to this video on YouTube. Just hit me up. I will get you some of that seasoning. I will get you some of that sauce. She also has a line of chips too. They're either tortilla or pita. I forget. I feel like it seems like I'm really like unprepared here, but I'm at a loss for words because honestly, Cecilia Carter is such a talented, hardworking, and driven woman, and she deserves all of the attention in the world. You guys should really check out her stuff. It's really awesome. And no, I'm not just saying this because she's technically my mom. That's right, I'm saying this. Support my mother. Come on.
Yeah.
Support my mother.
No, that's where I recognize the
Let
name.
them niggas know.
No, I'm gonna have to. My mother definitely does not like that.
I'm sorry.
So if you need help in the kitchen, you can use Sea Smart Cooking. But if you need help in the bedroom, that's our next sponsor, Blue Chew.
No. All right, we're cutting it. Well, I was gonna come up with a slight jingle. I was gonna come up with one on the spot. Sea Smart Cooking. Ah, damn. I maybe next time. I'll actually compose one. I'm a musician. I'm a musician. If you didn't know. We are back, and to be perfectly honest, I don't know what we were talking about before we left, as you might have seen that very good ad, Sea Smart Cooking. This isn't another ad. I said I was going to mention it again, probably. But we're back here, and we're just having fun, 4 friends. This is such a great time to be having. You know what I do want to talk about? I do want to get, like, kind of, it's not a serious note, but I do want to, I'm going to make these announcements now instead of in the outro, because that's going to take a while. So I promised you guys that we would do an episode of this in person, that all of us would be in the same room recording, and that, as you could see, did not happen. I really want to explain to y'all why it didn't happen, but to be honest, you'd probably just think I'm kind of stupid. We planned on it happening. We definitely did. We actually, they could tell you. I said, hey, we're all in together.
We did want to record in person. We did pull up in person.
Yeah,
But
like they like
You just didn't have your technology.
no, I had my technology. I had everything set up. We could have, all intents and purposes, we could have done it. The problem was, like Ao and his boys, they came down from Illinois, and we were seeing them for the first time ever, and in one of the most fun weekends I've ever had.
yeah,
If you're having fun, if you're in the ball pit and you're swimming around, you're having the time of your life, do you want to
listen.
stop? Like, I'm not saying doing the podcast isn't fun, but like
Mhm.
there's a specific difference between like work fun
Yeah.
and fun. I didn't want to
Yeah,
stop
no,
having fun. So that's
It was
why
fun.
it
Totally.
was that's why it was not done. And another thing I promised you guys, I also promised you a short film. And I promised you a short film, which
It's gonna be short. It's gonna be about 0 seconds.
it will be about 0 seconds because you will never see it. It will never see the light of day. Actually, one of my friends from college, she actually asked to see it, and I could not show her. And this time, not even because I like didn't want to. I scrubbed that thing from the face of the earth. It is nowhere to be found. I legit have no idea where any of that is. And yeah. So what I tried to do was, you know me, I'm with my gimmicks. I love gimmicks. Gimmicks are like my favorite thing in the world. I wanted to like so basically, Nick can attest to this. I got together a whole bunch of my friends, my hometown friends, in a park, and I said, "Hey, let's shoot a short film." And they were like, "Okay, what's it about?" I went, "I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along." And then we shot a whole bunch of real stupid footage, and I was supposed to edit it together into a real stupid short film. It was supposed to be dumb, but I was gonna go on social media and be like, "This will be the best, the most meaty, thought-provoking thing you will ever see." And
Like
then
Inception.
yeah, it will be. This will be the greatest piece of cinema you will ever see. And then it would come out, and I would do a press release. I would do a Q&A with the Q&A with the director. Like I would do
Yeah.
all this stuff big. I would gas myself up so bad over this absolute piece of trash.
That's so funny.
Now, this probably sounds hilarious. I can imagine if you're listening to this, you're probably laughing your ass off right now and asking, "Well, what happened?" Well, the problem was it was supposed to be bad, but it was bad. Like I was watching back all the footage, and there were so many points, a lot of points, where I recorded everything up to when I said action, and then when I said action, stopped recording. So that meant that it was just a whole bunch of shots of my feet, or the sky, or just the landscape, or us just
Boy,
talking
not
about
camera.
nonsense.
Boy,
So
not a camera.
I'm a pretty experienced editor, as you might like. You look at my channel. I edit all my covers myself. I mix all my audio myself. The only audio I didn't mix was for A Myles Spectacular 2, which I forgot to thank the guy for. I got to text him at some point.
Wasn't that like a year ago?
Yeah, it was like a year ago, but I completely forgot to. But he knows I appreciated everything he did for me. But
He
like,
was waiting for that thank you text. Like, hasn't sent it yet.
Still waiting.
9 months later, I'm
One
waiting
day,
for it.
maybe one day.
yeah, I'll text him eventually. It's
Let's
not
get him
that
on
it's
the
not
podcast.
maybe, but like it's not that I didn't like appreciate him. That wasn't the problem. I did appreciate him. I'm bad at texting people. Nonetheless, I'm a pretty experienced editor at this point. So I took a look at all the footage I had and didn't have, and I said, you know what? I could salvage this. I started going crazy. I started like putting stuff in places that it wasn't supposed to go. Instead of like there was this entire like 30 seconds where I had no footage for, and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna put a blank slate with with like script words that says just the word death. I just it was nonsense, and it was gonna be silent. I was gonna like compose my own like underscoring for it. It was going to be magnificent. And then I watched it back, and I shit you not, I cried real sad tears. Like it was awful. I was like, how?
Why so bad?
It's like, oh, of course I'm. It's like it's like if I had a baby that like was that like was like. This is trust me.
Say
This is about this isn't gonna sound bad. I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say because I'm not saying it's like if you have a baby that ends up being like a different species, not like a different race, not like you not good looking. I'm not sure how you can rate how good looking a baby is, anyways, or like,
I'm an
oh
ugly baby.
no, I'm talking about a baby. It's not. It's like if
Well,
you.
there
They're
It's
all
like
ugly.
it's like if
there
you.
are
Get,
ugly babies.
it's like if you gave
They're all
birth.
ugly.
It's like if you spent 9 months being pregnant and then gave birth to a turtle. Like that's how this made me feel.
Oh man.
And I was incredibly upset, like you would be if your significant other gave birth to a turtle. Like
There's a lot of questions that need to
like
be
a
answered.
lot of questions, like how'd the turtle get in there? Obviously, I didn't put
Why
it
is
there.
it a turtle?
Why? Yeah.
Maybe it's only half turtle.
That'd be someone fucking turtle somewhere along the way.
Oh.
Not pointing
Oh,
fingers, bro, but
but
that's
still,
what it is.
nonetheless, that's how I felt about it. So sadly, it will never come out. However, I do promise you this: I will have more content that isn't just this or the covers coming out. There will be more stuff. I have some stuff lined up. Trust me, it's gonna be so cool. And imagine in a couple years, I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek. The CFC will be making its debut. That's right. I'm putting into it. I'm bad at like promising stuff to you guys. I'm really bad at doing it. But trust me, maybe one day I'll even give you the full pitch, even though I don't want to put this out on the internet too early. Because you know, like when you put ideas out on the internet and then someone steals them and makes them their own and then they become big. That's literally how Charlie D'Amelio became famous, I'm pretty sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
that might
Stealing
be
dances.
true.
Just stealing dances, pretty much.
Yeah, she literally took someone else's thing and then made it famous and she became famous. She gave credit to the original eventually.
Renegade.
Renegade.
It's
That's how
probably
she-
actually
that's how she
better.
got
It's
famous.
probably better that she gave credit later, that she had a bigger following. You probably do got more credit than if you like shouted
Low-key.
her out when she had like 10 followers.
Loki, but like if you
Probably
think
got
about it,
more out of it.
if everyone would have given credit immediately, who would have had the following?
Hit it.
Her.
Renegade.
She didn't even. I'm pretty sure the girl
Have you seen her do the dances, man? She does the TikTok dances pretty well.
but the girl who created it actually. Not only is she a fantastic dancer, I forget her name. I'll look it up one of these days. Maybe it'll be in the description, or maybe.
Something like that.
But like, she not only is a fantastic dancer, but like she didn't have a TikTok. She didn't post the dance did not originate from TikTok. It originated from, I believe, an Instagram video and then somehow made its way onto TikTok and then it blew up. Which speaks to the problem that is TikTok. I'm not one of those old people that's just like, oh, TikTok is ruining the generation. But I want to tell y'all about Japan Fest. I love going to Japan Fest.
You want to talk about that?
If
Thank you for bringing that up.
If you don't know what Japan Fest is a Japanese culture festival that happens roughly about once a year in New York City around Union Square. I've been to it twice, my freshman and sophomore year of college. Of course, I didn't go my junior year because pandemic. But it's normally pretty crowded. I'm not gonna lie. It's normally a pretty crowded festival because people love Japanese culture and the food there is great. It's just the vibe. But this year, it was basically inhabitable. Me, Jim, and a couple other of our friends who are not here on the podcast. We went, and it was legit. We could barely get into it, and when we did get into it, we couldn't find the beginning of the lines. People were just standing around. There was a lady with a stroller. What are you doing, bringing your lady to a Japanese culture festival?
Yeah, that was the worst part. There was someone with a dog that I almost stepped on. I mean, it was literally a whole city block, literally shoulder to shoulder, next to people.
It was awful. It was really, really awful. And you do know who I blame for that? TikTok. What these people do is they find hidden gems of New York that are actually hidden gems, and they post them on TikTok. The TikToks blow up, and guess what? They're no longer hidden gems.
Nope.
They're
So
inhabited by the masses.
The people that want to enjoy it can't enjoy it, where it's probably filled with half the people there are probably just there because they saw it on TikTok. They're like, yeah, I don't really care, but like, oh, I'm here.
Do you know how many spots I've had that have gotten ruined by TikTok that I can't go to anymore?
Oh yeah.
I think
Too
when
many.
we went out there, one of the spots was ruined. Rox was just saying the thrift shop, one of the thrift shops got ruined by
Yeah. What is it?
L when we visited.
L Train Vintage, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was
still got bad.
yeah, it was okay. I don't even like thrifting that much, but like, and it's not even like I could tell these like, hey guys, like, hey, stop posting about this stuff on TikTok.
Right.
They're just gonna do it more.
They're just they're gonna do it more, and two, it's like content is content. I understand why they're doing it, and I'm not mad at the grind. I'm mad at the results.
Right.
You know what?
Like
We
if
need
All
to
this
make
stuff's
fake
gone.
events. We need to advertise fake events on TikTok to like divert people away from the actual events.
I I wish that would work.
Like what if we told them like Japan Fest was on like 98th Street? You can use the
Just sent
same
off
exact
everybody.
media, same
Imagine
exact like, photos. It's like 98th
No, I
Street, be
mean
there, guys. It's a great
that's
Oh yeah,
event.
the
just send
bad
it off
part of TikTok.
everybody.
But think about like all the businesses that were like about to fail, like
Yeah,
came
yeah.
back because of TikTok.
I do
And that also
understand
helped
that.
it.
That's low key inspiring as hell. Like I think if you're a new business or like someone, imagine you're someone trying to make content like me or someone trying to make content like Ayo. I'm not sure. Jimmy, am I pointing in the right
He's
direction?
below you.
He's below you.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Imagine if you're trying to make content like the two of us, or I think Jimmy even
Yeah.
tries to make content too. Like being on
I
TikTok.
I do some adult film.
Yeah, and you'll be where
Thank
you'll
you
be,
for appreciating it.
and
Thank
you'll
you.
be working with me, not on adult film, but you will be working with me
Well,
at
I
some
don't know
point.
if I don't know if I'm into that.
Listen, but like
Send it
when
to
you're
you. Yeah.
when you're a content maker like us, like being on TikTok or being on the most popular social medias is a very important part of like how we gain following. Like I know I don't put a lot of my stuff on TikTok, not because I don't want to, but because I never remember. Like, but like if I did, I'm not going to toot my own horn and say I'm the most entertaining person in the world. I'm not. I know that. I just do this because it's fun. But like, I recognize, I think I know because I'm very good at analyzing. I know what people want and I know what people like to see. And I definitely know what people find funny. You wouldn't know that by just speaking to me. If you're a person that goes to NYU and you've had a conversation with me and you're like, what is he talking about? He's the opposite of funny. That's because you didn't have to say that, bro.
So why you saying that? Why you doing that?
Opposite.
But like I do genuinely know what people find funny. I'm just not very good at utilizing it. But if I get down to it, trust me. Like that's what I mean. Like when I have more content coming out, y'all are gonna think this. Y'all trust me. Y'all are gonna guffaw.
I'm like, oh.
Y'all are gonna
What does
chuckle.
that even mean?
Y'all are gonna chuckle. Speaking of
Maybe.
TikTok, I do also want to talk about like celebrity boxing because there's something that was revealed today that I was speaking to Roxas Swift bum. I was speaking to Roxas Swift about earlier. It's the fact that Tyron Woodley got I love Jake Paul tattooed on him. Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing?
So funny, but the biggest I'm waiting for Jake Paul to be like, yeah, no rematch. And he's stuck with that. Like, oh, I didn't think you'd actually, wait, I didn't think you'd actually get the tattoo. That's so funny.
Yo, that'd be bad.
That'd be so like alpha for him to do. Be like, nah, bro, I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, I'm not doing a rematch.
Like,
Enjoy the tattoo though.
Like legitimately,
That's the most Jake Paul thing I've ever heard too. That's
legit
crazy.
He's
Like-
chilling, bro.
I'm pretty sure we were all watching that fight together. And we like
Yeah,
I like see y'all didn't I don't think y'all saw my face but like it sounded like I was like fake crying or I was like laughing. It was genuinely depressing. It was
was?
genuine. And what I will say is that Jake Paul is a very intelligent human being because he
Yes,
knows
yes.
that the world wants to see him get knocked out. And the
They'll
world
pay
also
for
the world also wanted to see him walk up to Tyron Woodley and clench his cheeks, but he didn't do it. He didn't give the world what they wanted. I was waiting for it. He didn't do it. Like
Yeah,
not
that's a
saying
very valid point.
it's like it's that's not what I was crying over, but like it would have been nice.
Totally.
Oh, man of his word, man of his word.
Like still, I remember crying at the end of that because like it felt like we as a people got sent years back because this one man just refused to knock Jake Paul out, and I'm not like celebrity boxing or boxing hot take.
I love it. I love it.
Call it what you want, just boxing, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like that's why I think there's a reason why all these celebrities are boxing instead of like actually going into the octagon like a bunch of people are like calling for it. And that the reason for that is because boxing is much easier to do
Totally.
than UFC. If you go into UFC with another person, then probably
You're in a cage. Like
Yeah.
you're not getting out.
You can probably die.
the probability of you
Oh, yeah,
dying is
definitely.
much higher than if you were
Yes.
to do it in boxing. Not saying boxing is not dangerous. It is dangerous. We've seen some very awesome fighters get
Very
literally
dangerous
like
sport.
Like I've seen people get debilitated for life because of boxing. Like it is a dangerous sport, but when you have to compare
Tyron Woodley.
But UFC, that is a different
UFC
like
is a
atmosphere.
completely
Totally.
different animal,
That is
completely
a different
different.
animal.
And there's a reason why these celebrities are doing boxing because the probability of them coming out okay and richer when doing boxing is easy. Also, like there, it's y'all know I'm a professional wrestling fan. There's a reason why UFC fighters are more likely to actually become professional wrestlers and why boxers are less likely.
Right.
The last time I saw a boxer actually get into uh what was his name? He was a big British bloke and he had big hands and he was undefeated for a while.
Is that Anthony Joshua?
No, not that
He's
one.
like a 6'2" black dude from the UK.
No, he wasn't
I,
black.
I know who you're talking
He was
about.
white.
But
You know
I
what
was
I'm
gonna
The
say-
guy, I think he might still be champ, but I think I forget his name. Someone, if you're watching this on the YouTube, please tell me in the comments what his name was. Cause Tyrese, no, something like he jumped to professional wrestling and he was actually pretty damn good at it. But my thing is that UFC is like, because you have to use more of your body, is like harder to fake than boxing is.
I don't
Right.
think Jake Paul fakes it though. I think he's a good boxer. I think these people that he
of-
fight generally go out there thinking they could beat him, and they just lose so dramatically to him. I think he's really good.
That's where I
For his
disagree with
opponent.
you. That's
Fair
where I
assumption.
disagree with you, Sai.
Like honestly, I think he's really smart about who he picks. I think if Jake Paul contacts you and wants to fight, that's like a disappointment
he
because he's
knows
basically
you're gonna win.
saying he knows he's gonna win and he knows you're
Yeah.
gonna lose. He's
I know what
not
you
gonna
mean.
take a fight that he has a chance of losing. Because honestly, when he's a amateurish boxer like that, one loss and people are done watching. People are only watching
Yeah.
to see him lose. Once he's like lost, he's like old news. So he's not
Yeah.
gonna fight anyone he can lose to. So if you're fighting him, you're pretty much gonna lose.
I will say that like that's all true. That's all true. It's like he's obviously not going to pick anyone to fight that he's going to lose to, or that he's outright going to lose to. However, it does, especially with the last fight against Woodley, it does seem like there is like, whether the money's doing it or whether it's something, it does start to seem like there's a little bit more at foot here than just physical ability. Because when you watch that fight as closely as all of us did, all of us were watching the exact same thing, you would see that Jake Paul was one easy punch away from being put away.
Yeah, that is very true.
And for some reason, Tyron Woodley did not take
Did
it.
not
We
do it,
all
yeah.
we all saw it. If you disagree with me, if you see this on, I'm
You
putting
must
this
be
clip.
blind.
I'm
Gotta
putting
be
this
blind.
clip.
Yeah,
I'm
you
putting
gotta
this
be
clip
blind, bro.
online because there's no
Gotta be
way you
blind.
didn't see that. Like it would have been an easy clap win. Tyron was actually cooking, and he decided
Again,
to turn off the stove.
playing devil's advocate here, you can attribute that to his lack of knowledge of the sport.
Th-
Not
th-
knowing when
literally-
to go in.
What? He's a fighter. He's in the UFC.
Boxing's
It's not like
different,
it's
though.
not like he doesn't know what he's doing. There's no way you could see someone that is against the ropes and not think, maybe I
I'm
should.
playing devil's advocate, especially if you put this on TikTok. There's gonna be a lot of people like, Jake Paul's way better. What are you saying that he was gonna beat him? No way.
I dare you. Come at me. I dare you.
He was in
And-
Brooklyn, New York.
Nothing doing. Was he actually in Brooklyn, New York?
No, I said you live in Brooklyn, New York.
Oh.
In case anyone has beef with your internet.
Oh
opinion.
no! Don't come over here. I can't fight.
Still looking for him.
I could never.
I think he's gonna fight Conor McGregor eventually.
Oh no!
Eventually, yeah.
If he
Nah,
beats,
Conor
if he,
McGregor, he
Conor
just
McGregor's
he's
only-
recovering right now.
Bro,
He's
Conor
literally
McGregor
recovering.
peaked years ago. He's on his way down.
yeah,
He's
and
spinning now.
he did
Yeah.
lose the one boxing match he ever did. However, he did lose to arguably the best boxer of all time.
Also
Yeah.
true.
So I mean, and he went 12 rounds with him, didn't he?
Yep.
I mean, but look, so did Logan Paul. Like,
Yep. Spitting. Spitting
Yeah.
those facts.
However-
Logan Paul also won all the rounds with Floyd.
Literal
Win all
facts.
of
He's
that.
spitting. Literal facts.
You are spitting facts, and I really want to play devil's advocate to you and be like, obviously, there's
You
a difference
can't.
between the two fights, but when you get down to brass tacks, there actually isn't much of a difference between the two of them. And
Just a few years difference.
that sucks, wholeheartedly. That sucks
It
Ah.
does. It actually
because
sucks.
you gotta when you think about it,
I don't know how
you,
you.
you know that Floyd could have knocked out Logan at any point after the third round.
Then why didn't he?
Money.
Money. He knew
Money.
that the longer that fight went on, the more
But why
money
didn't
he
he
was going
knock
to make.
him out? Theoretically, why didn't he knock him out with 10 seconds left in the last round?
Well,
Or like a minute left, or in the last round, or like 2 rounds from the end?
what you saying is true. What you saying is very true. But the more money, the longer they both last, the more money they both get. So why knock them out when you could just both go all the way and get the full paycheck?
I feel like that damaged his reputation. He didn't even
But
knock
did it?
out. Yeah. Well,
He didn't
I think in
lose.
my opinion it did. He didn't lose, but like he didn't really decisively win either.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's not even like
you
it's
know
on
what
his
he
record
even
anyways.
said? You know what he said right
It's
after the
true,
fight?
yeah.
He's the only person to get away with legal robbery.
Not from us. Not even paying for that shit.
Like, bruh,
No, yeah.
he gets away with it.
Well, like at least with Conor McGregor, I could believe that Conor McGregor could go 12 rounds with Floyd without getting knocked out. I could
And he
actually
couldn't even go
believe
one
that.
round in his last fight.
Well, that
But-
wasn't technically his fault. That was something he couldn't. Neither of them
It
could.
was if his body wasn't
he was
wasn't
fighting, though.
prepared. If his body's not prepared, then it is his
You're
fault.
talking
Man.
about the McGregor Poirier fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
He
mean to
lost,
tell
I
me?
mean, and he lost that first
It's
round too.
his fight.
Nah.
You have to
It ain't
be
no
prepared.
such
His
thing.
body
You
needs
can't
to be
be.
prepared.
You cannot be. You mean to tell? Listen. Next time
He did say he had a stress fracture in his ankle before the fight. So like,
No.
you
Shut.
fucked your- you
No.
fucked your shit up, bro.
No.
That's
You
like
know
going
what?
to take a test on a hangover, man.
No,
It's
you
like
know what I'm
you're
gonna
not
do?
Physically peaked yet.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm
Yeah.
gonna walk up to Nicholas in the middle of the street, and I'm gonna with a baseball bat, and I'm just gonna crack him in the shin and see if it breaks. And if it breaks, I'm gonna be like, "Damn, you shouldn't have been caught lacking." Like, is that his fault? No.
Yeah, I mean, if you hit him with a bat,
know?
you caught him locking, bro. He got hit with a bat.
No.
bro.
No, he
He
can't
got hit.
control. He can't control whether or not
He
I
can,
walk
though.
up
He
to him
can.
with a baseball bat and hit him in the shin.
It's like, hey, Myles, what's the bat for?
What's the
You
bat?
can't control it.
Hey,
I
what?
see you walking at me pretty fast. What's going on?
Hey, what's the? Ow! Whoa! Chill. Oh God. Oh boy.
That's great.
All right.
But
I
I'm
think.
very
It's,
excited to see the future of this kind of influencer celebrity boxing thing. I think it's pretty fun.
I feel like it can go a long way, depending on who fights, though. If
I
you can keep getting the right people to fight, then you can do it.
I think Dwayne the Rock Johnson needs his ass knocked out.
Will he ever get in a ring? He's too rich.
Put him
Then he
against
needs to
someone
fight.
with similar stats
In
to him,
real
I
life.
think he get fucked up.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson versus John Cena in a boxing ring. I want to see it.
Okay, first
You
off,
wouldn't be
we'll
able
give
to see it.
One of the fighters.
Yeah, you wouldn't
okay?
be. That's. I know that's not fair. That's not. That's a
There should
quirk.
be a game. There should be like that Nickelodeon All Star shit. There should be like a game where you just put celebrities in and just have them box each other.
That sounds a lot like a Black Mirror episode.
And I want to put Joe Biden against Ryan's Toy Review in an ultimate death match.
Oh my God.
Who would
Ryan's.
win?
To-
Who
wait,
would win
Ryan. Ryan's. Wait, who was the first one you said?
Joe Biden versus Ryan's Toy Review.
Joe Biden versus an 8-year-old.
Who would win?
I thought you were
Oh
pitting
my
two
God.
children against each other. I
No,
misheard you. I was like, no, wait, hold up. Joe Biden
Who would win that?
Joe Biden is a
I guess.
70-something-year-old man,
I was
and
so
Ryan is
It's
an
not a lot.
8-year-old
I'm
boy.
gonna go with the kid. I'm gonna go with the
I'm gonna go
little
with
jit.
Joe Biden. Dude,
I'm gonna go with the
Biden's
little
huge.
jit.
Little do
He's a
people
little
know that man
Little
that man Ryan got a right on him.
Right. he
I
got
could make
them
a
boys.
compelling argument for both.
But
I
Sleepy
think-
Joe is still a big guy to knock down.
You know what I'm gonna
Yeah,
do?
he is.
You know what I'm gonna do for one of these
Put it in
podcast
Instagram
episodes? I'm gonna do. I like the bracket that we did, but I'm gonna do
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do like an obscure celebrity bracket.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Celebrity
Who do you
deathmatch
like
bracket.
better?
Yeah.
Or,
Is it
or Joe
who you
Biden's
like
gonna
better?
use rest on you.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I think it probably would be based on who would win in the fight, but I would have to find someone else. Maybe I'll outsource for like celebrities from like other group chats I'm in. I doubt I'm gonna get any answers, but like
You could
Yeah.
also just like them yourself.
I could, but like I feel like that would be at that point in time, I would probably have a pretty good idea of who would win. Also, like if I do that, I'm not putting Dwayne the Rock Johnson in the bracket.
You know who gonna take it all? Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt will take it all.
Pratt.
Chris Pratt is my Mario. Mamma
So
mia.
you should have them name celebrity to fight, but they should also get a custom special ability to make it more fair.
Ooh.
Like Olivia Rodrigo is not gonna win against Dwayne the Rock Johnson, but
Olivia
He's got,
Rodrigo has Hulk hands or
Maybe-
some weird thing.
yeah, or maybe she just has a pistol. I mean, she probably would. Maybe her secret item is just a
Pistol whip?
pistol.
You know what? I'm putting Dwayne the Rock Johnson in the bracket, but everyone that goes against him just has a gun.
Just got a gun. They talking about
Olivia
opponent
Rodrigo's
has a
my
gun.
pick on that.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson versus Chris Evans, but Chris Evans has a gun. Does he need a gun? Maybe not, but Nah.
Just in case.
I don't think he's got. Chris Evans
Dwayne
is
the Rock
fit
Johnson
anymore.
versus Jackie Chan with a gun.
Talking about, does he really need the gun? I don't really think so, but insurance is always good.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson versus Simone Biles with 2 guns.
I think Dwayne the Rock Johnson could take a few bullets though before he'd like topple over.
I think so too.
I feel like he could take
Yeah.
3.
His
I
50
feel like
Cent
after the
vibes.
3rd bullet, he'd collapse to the ground. But I feel like he could, like, if he's running at you, like charging at you, full adrenaline going, and you shoot him, I think he could take a bullet, no question, and keep going at you.
I beg to
I think he
differ.
could. I think he could take 2, but he'd stumble a bit.
Right.
I think he'd still be moving after 3, but after the 4th, I think that would be it. I think he'd fall to the ground and collapse.
Hey, for everyone watching on YouTube, put down the comment or on TikTok. I'm gonna put this. How many bullets do you think it would take to stop Dwayne the Rock Johnson? I'm-
Immobilize him.
I'm thinking probably half a bullet. I think he passes out and dies when the bullet's on the way to him.
I think the 4th bullet.
I think he puts on a facade. I don't think he's that tough. I think he's.
All torso stuff, so obviously in the head, like torso, arm, leg shots. You know what I mean?
That's
Nothing
right.
critical.
I hope this goes viral. Dwayne the Rock Johnson, you're a weenie. All right. Well, on that note, I think we're roughly about out of time, so I'm gonna get to the outro and get us out of here. Yeah. Ayo, why don't you just plug yourself real quick? We'll go around.
Well, y'all know where to find me on Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's my name backwards, ZAINED4X. Follow me on TikTok if you want to, AO Shonen. Follow me on Twitch, also AO Shonen, AYOSHOUNEN. There you go. And that's all I'm plugging.
Nicholas, did you know that his Instagram handle was his name spelled backwards? Did you know that?
No, I did not.
You're right. That's new That's new information.
But then we have to scrap that footage, so we have to act like this is new.
Yeah,
information.
he told us in the last time we tried to do this, but it's still kind of like wild to me that none of us actually knew that.
People don't know this.
All right, well, Jimmy, plug yourself, bruv.
I got nothing to plug. Thanks everyone for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah, he'll be here. Nick, what you got going on?
Alright, hope everyone had a chill time tonight. I sure did. No violence was committed tonight, and I'm glad that never happened. So
You attempted murderer.
no murder here.
Is that in the wiki? Is that in the canon? Can we check the
that
wiki?
is in the canon. It's in the canon. This man tried to kill me. Whatever. For those listening from their plethora of devices, whether on YouTube, whether you're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whether you're listening to this on the run, whether you're listening to this in the morning while you're doing homework, or at night while you're doing homework, whether you're just vibing with us, thank you for tuning into the Ketema Discussions podcast. Episode what? Episode, I've actually forgotten. Episode what?
It's episode 7.
This is episode 7. Jeez.
Lucky number 7, baby.
This is once again, this is extremely fun for all of us to do. I didn't think this just us talking episode was gonna work, but luckily we're all friends and it did work. Yeah, and we're gonna do more of these. You're gonna be able to see us a lot more, hopefully. Yeah.
As long as my appearance checks keep coming in the mail, now it's doing it.
Yeah. Y'all keep watching, and I'll keep swatching, like paint swatches. I'm running out of rhymes. I'll have some more. I'll have some more soon. But to keep up with Ketema Productions and all the skittery, all the dancey content, cause I be dancing. What you can see is dancing now. Look at this. This is like the Fortnite emo. You can go to @Ketema_Productions on Instagram, Ketema Productions on YouTube, and maybe even @KTM_Productions on Twitter. I haven't used the Twitter yet. It was when I really wanted to do canon stuff, but when you stop doing canon, you stop using the the Twitter page. Maybe I'll go back to it at some point when we start doing canon stuff again, like Nicholas is a murderer. But to stay with me, the host, Myles Carter, go to @Myles_yeah on Instagram. That's @MEELES_yeah on Instagram. You guys know what it is, bro. Here's to another episode. Here's to another month. A bunch of us just started school. Please stay safe. Please stay juicing. Please just stay vibey, y'all. Just keep vibing for me. Keep vibing for everyone else that's here. And I will see you next time. Goodbye. I think this is a success. Goodbye, everyone.
Oh.